Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Before we begin, make sure you guys subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss a single episode of This Is Me. So today I just thought I should come on here and go ahead and tell you that I'm going to be adding a few things to our to this whole thing. So what has been really on my heart lately is to sing. Now, normally I don't. It's hard for me to sing in front of people, so I'm gonna start practicing on camera, and hopefully, guys, you guys would like it. But also, I would be telling my story. I mean, just little bits and pieces of it, and which I know I haven't been on here in a while, and it's because I've been on a little sabbatical from all of this and from me working. I'm just tired. But that won't stop. But I will be able, and I'll set a reminder on my phone to post a video probably on a weekend. Anyway, with that being said, I want to go ahead and talk about a few things. So a few months back, I went to go to Tulsa, to see my aunts, and I mean, that was an incredible experience, but anyway, so she had this movie that she recorded, or it was on her DVR, and if you're a fan of Mr. Rogers, you would know that Tom Hanks did a movie adaptation of him, and it's a Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. Y'all, I cried, because, okay, I cried so much, and I haven't cried so much since I saw both versions of Dumbo. I'm serious. I cried at both versions of Dumbo, but I really cried. I sobbed at the 2019 version because it was so much. But if you watched Mr. Rogers like I did, I mean, I was born at the tail end of his production, so sorry about the background. It's storming here in Oklahoma. Anyway, as I was saying, if you were a fan of Mr. Rogers, you would know most of his stuff. And if you have never heard of Mr. Rogers, you need to look him up. And if you've never watched him, I would suggest that right after this video, you go watch an episode of Mr. Rogers. Because he talks about... here's one reason why I loved him so much. He was able to, anyway, let's backtrack a little bit. Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood was a kids show. And the main star was Fred Rogers. Now, Fred Rogers, he had a few some experience with television. But he just wanted to see a change in the TV industry. Sorry, it's a little shaky. I'm holding this with my phone instead of my camera thingy. Give me a second. Anyway, as I was saying, Mr. Rogers wanted something that would actually talk to kids and not try to some things he would. Anyway, so one thing that he would talk about is divorce, or because during the time it was filmed during when there was I don't think segregation, but it was filmed during when people were so concerned about race, and they were concerned and he would actually talk to children that we're both the same color. We're both the same underneath as we are on the outside. We're both the same underneath as we are on the outside. Try that again. We're all the same underneath, and we may be different on the outside, but that doesn't matter. But he would, not just that, but he would talk about many other things that basically adults would never talk to children. And he just made television very safe for children. And it wasn't just for children. Adults were changed too. And I remember I was born. I don't remember when I was born, but I was born. But I think right at the tail end when he decided to stop production of his TV show. And I watched the reruns. And even though they were just reruns, I still loved him anyway. And I can still hear him sing the theme song and the song It's You I Like. Come on. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and fast forward to the movie It's a Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. If you are a big fan of Mr. Rogers, the first thing you see is kind of mini set. Like tiny cars, tiny houses, like probably 2-inch houses, 1-inch cars. They're like that little. Anyway, when they first opened up It's a Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, the first thing you see is that set. Oh my goodness, I cried because they got it right. Okay? Because normally TV, when they're doing movies, they always have the one thing they always get wrong. And sometimes it books the snot out of me because, one, I grew up with something like that. But they got it right. And I'm sorry I'm looking down like this. I have, don't know where my thing is. Alright guys, I'm back. I'm sorry that I had to pause that. Anyway, as I was saying, most movies don't ever get some things right. With my mom, it's like when she reads a book, then she's going to criticize the movie or the TV show for getting the teeny tiniest thing. Well, for me, me watching Mr. Rogers for the first part of my life, I was concerned that they would get something wrong too. But I was happy that they got the set right. They got the mini set right. I don't know what that is called, but if you guys are in movie productions, can you guys help me out? Because I don't know much about these, but they're like I know it's a table that holds out like mini cars that are like that small, and houses that are like doll houses. I'm not familiar with those. So if you guys are on TV and you know what they are, comment down below, and I'll probably thank you for helping me out. Anyway. Oh, and by the way, if you were a fan of Mr. Rogers and you watched Mr. Rogers growing up, please comment down below and tell me what your favorite episode was, or what your favorite song that he used to sing. Anyway, and I watched the whole thing unravel, and I kid you not, tears, almost any, and I'm not gonna give away the whole movie because I know that some of you are like, I want to see this movie and you're giving everything away. But there's a scene where Mr. Rogers, who was played by Tom Hanks, by the way, the best person to ever portray Mr. Rogers. As I was saying, there's a scene where they're in a diner and Mr. Rogers looks at this news reporter who has been with him for like a couple weeks, and he said, how grateful are you for the people who've gotten you here? I want you to think about that for 60 seconds. I'll watch the time. And as like there's complete and total silence about the people that has that news reporter and everyone else in the restaurant was thinking about all the people who has got them there where they are today. Seriously, I began to tear up because I was thinking about the same things too. And that's another thing I want you guys to comment down on is tell me how grateful you guys are for the people. I mean, you don't have to say their names, but I want you to think about all the things that God has given people to you, the people that God has given to you to get where you are today. I mean, I have plenty of friends that God has given me that I am so grateful for. And a family. I'm grateful for everything. So, I know I'm babbling, I'm sorry. And that just made me tear up so much. So today, I just want to challenge you. Are you grateful for the things that God has given you? If not, then think back all the times that He's given you people or things to be grateful for. You can even time yourself for 60 seconds. It doesn't matter if they're living or they're dead. Still, those people brought you and got you where you are today. I think there's one song that still resonates, and I think it's relatable to what one of the missions is for This Is Me, and it's called It's You I Like. And that song still rings in my head. It's you I like. It's not the things you wear. It's not the way you do your hair. It's you. Anyway, I don't know any of the other things, so, and I don't own the rights to that. But just basically, it's you I like. I don't like anything. I mean, I only look on the outside of people. I'm inside of people, not the outside. So, to review, think about the people who have brought you here, who have brought you where you are today. And think about how grateful you are for those people. And just like Mr. Rogers said, just like, I'm kind of quoting from here, I think I'm paraphrasing from Mr. Rogers, but think about those people. Some of them are here, and some of them are probably in heaven. But, as Mr. Rogers said, I'm going to end this video, as Mr. Rogers has said many times in his TV show, just remember, it's you I like. And I like you just the way you are, for just your being you. I love you guys so much, and I hope you have a very, very blessed day. And remember, Fred Rogers said, I like you just the way you are, by just your being you.